Evening. Welcome to the Real Me podcast. I just thought I'd come on and do a recording this evening because I wanted to talk about some things that are very, very much on my mind, and I hope that you find them interesting. And I think that it's fair to say, like, whoever sees this and however many of you see this, doesn't matter. I'm doing this for me alone. So, but I'm posting it because I want it on my channel. I want you to see it, maybe relate to it, and understand where I'm coming from with this. You know, I've been thinking. First of all, this image right here is an ideal that I have in my mind. Um, to get to eventually. Um, I'd like to get to 100K, 100,000 subscribers sometime in my life, probably 2035. You know, just feels like I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm never going to get to this. It, it seems unrealistically optimistic. Like it seems like something that cannot be attained. In the last podcast episode, I talked about not dimming my light, and this kind of builds off of that a little bit. I notice I get a certain number of subscribers, and then one or two of them, you know, unsubscribes. And I hope it's only because, well, they're just not watching my videos and not having anything to do with me and who I am and my personality and my how I come across and my ways of being and my mannerisms and my approach to my videos. Like, uh, I hope that it is not because of that. It is for other reasons. Maybe they're just not interested. Maybe they're just, not watching my content. Um, we shouldn't put people down on social media, for being less than, for being, for having certain personalities that are different from the rest or socially unacceptable or abnormal or wrong or deemed as unnote, unpint, deemed as something of an issue. you really, really have to respect everybody on the internet because all they're doing is they're putting themselves out there because they want to express who they authentically are in whatever way that they do it, in whatever, however way they want to express that. And so we have to not judge these individuals who come on and just act how they act and let them do what they're doing and not judge these creators on YouTube or on Instagram or on TikTok or wherever. On Spotify, a podcast on Spotify. You know, I don't want this number because it means getting a YouTube play button. I want this number. And the real rise okay, here's the real reason why we all want to reach this number. It's because if you want to reach this number, you're not secure within yourself. And that's the naked truth. You're not secure in yourself enough to feel good about what you have already. You are needing something more and not feeling secure enough within yourself about it. And that's the real truth of it. I mean, that's the blunt truth of this whole thing. Comparison is a really, really big thing in our world today. And it's a huge problem. Comparison puts in this wound of that we are not good enough. We are not worthy enough. We are not there enough. We are not content enough. We are not avid enough. We are not right people. We are not in right relationships with ourselves if we have this insatiable desire to reach this certain number of subscribers, for instance. YouTube is not a fair system because there are channels who have more subscribers than other channels, significantly more than others, and some not as significant. And thing is, um, um, and this is probably work that I will do on my own self. Um, but there is a part of who I am that does not feel secure enough, that does not feel secure enough and feels like my 213 subscribers as I last checked is not enough. Let me know what you think. Is 213 subscribers um, you know, more than enough? Not enough? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I'm still seeing the number of subscribers. And the fact that I'm still seeing the number of subscribers, I do not like. I feel that when I reach 1K subscribers, there'll be a sense of completion. Like, okay, I've gone this far. Now it'll be a long time before I see the number change. So why don't I just relax and just not worry about it? I am worrying about it more so because I can literally see how many subscribers I have, that I gain, that I lose based off of looking on the homepage of my channel alone and not going into the studio and seeing exactly how many subscribers that I have and how many subscribers I do not have or that have unsubscribed. I'm going to really, really implore you. When you see a video with only 27 views and do a video with 2,000 views, click on that video with 27 views. Give that video attention. Give that video your time and energy. Give that video love because that person wants the views, the validation as we all want as creators. As creators, we all want um our efforts that we put out to be received and validated in the outside world. That's not an issue. It's a natural human thing that we can't push down or deny or try to fix. Because I can say all this wisdom, but I'm still a human being, and I'm still gonna have my real and raw feelings. But I'm still good. Like, I can say stuff, but that doesn't mean I've absolutely mastered it. Like, don't watch my videos and think, oh, you're so wise, you've mastered all this stuff. Well, I'm human, and I have not mastered all this because I've only lived X number of years in my life. And that's just the naked truth of it. I mean, this is the Real Me podcast. This is where I share naked truths of things. Adam ruins everything, would not ruining me, would not diminish who I am. Yes, I am very, very wise, and I would argue that I'm incredibly wise, but I haven't lived as long as all these people, and I haven't had all these experiences that they have. So, you know, really comes down to the whole fact of um I keep seeing these. I really, really don't like those YouTube growth channels because they basically invalidate what you are doing already because, oh, you're not doing it right and you have to do it another way to get a certain number of followers, to be more popular than what you already are. And so that means that, oh, you're not worthy enough because you don't have 1,000 followers. And oh, you need to compromise the way you do your content in order to get X amount of followers. 1,000 followers, 100,000 followers, 1 million followers. That that you're doing it wrong, and you're basically wrong, and you should be doing it this way. You should be making these kind of videos, doing the videos in this way. You will drive yourself crazy even following one of those videos. Like I'm telling you, do not follow the advice in the videos. Do not, because you will drive yourself crazy. Do whatever the heck that you want to do with your videos, with your channel. If you have a channel, if you have videos on the channel, do whatever you want to do and just allow the subscribers to come organically because they will come. Sometimes slower, sometimes faster, but they will come. I think the problem is YouTube channels show the number of followers, and I just wish that they didn't show the number of followers. There was just a subscribe button next to the channel, and it wouldn't show like however many subscribers you have, because I think that then it would eliminate this comparison that we get caught up in with, oh, I'm not good enough, and my videos are not good enough, and my channel's not good enough because I'm not as popular as this person. I mean, I'm here to advocate for and be on the side of self-worth on social media, not comparisonitis and not South Node and Scorpio in the 11th house, but Taurus North Node in the 5th house. That's what I'm going to be doing in my life. So let us talk about this whole comparison thing. This is aside from those play buttons. I want to ask you this profound question. When you see videos that have 1,000 views in comparison to videos that have 27 views, which video do you want to click on? Be honest in the comment section. If any of you do comment on this video, and any of you do see this, which, the reality is it will not be very many at first. There is a part of me that feels behind the clock. There is a part of me that feels um not good enough because I don't even have 1,000 followers on my channel. It's like this kind of thing, this kind of insecurity about myself, um, feeling not validated by the outside world. So, uh, you know, but it is not worth it at all, at all. Hear me when I say that. To follow the advice of those YouTube growth videos because they don't know you. They don't know your content. They don't know every channel is unique with its own content, with its own structure, with its own format, with its own style. Your content is not going to be the same as any other person's content. And so it's not a one size fits all. So whenever I see these YouTubers, do this, it's like, yeah, that doesn't apply to me at all. So forget it. Just do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. That is the best advice I can give you on YouTube. That is actually how you will succeed on YouTube, is just by not worrying about it, not trying to chase down. That's how you can feel happy and content and worthy and authentic with yourself on YouTube. The best advice I can give you, the best advice on YouTube, I will proudly claim, is just to do whatever you want to do and trust that, okay, well, I'm making videos, so I'm going to do these things. Um, I'm making them public, so I'm going to say these things. I'm going to make these things happen. I'm going to write a description. Do whatever feels right. Just let's keep it simple because there's one video that tells you to do this, another video that tells you to do that. You have to tune it out. And you have to ask yourself, do I really want to follow this? Is this true for me, or am I doing this because I was told to do it? Because this other person that doesn't even know who I am is telling me that I have to do my channel this way, that I have to do these videos this way. YouTube got rid of the video the for the time being I didn't see the number of videos on channels anymore. I kind of wish that YouTube got rid of the number of subscribers because you know what? Then the comparison would go away. However many you have, however many of you have. And the only way you'd be able to tell how many you have, go into your studio and uh, find the number. And if you should share a post, and well, it's a post out of just all the things you're going to be doing, so well, it doesn't matter too much. So, but it's like seeing that number looks so attractive and something that I really, really want to reach. But reaching a following is not a goal. Reaching a following is not a goal because you can't actually do it. Because you can't actually make it happen because it's out of your control. The only things that are in your control are certain settings on YouTube that you can adjust, certain things that are in your control are the things you can do that are common sense things to do when it comes to doing videos. However, you want to do when it comes to videos, whatever you feels right to do when it comes to videos. And then that's it. The rest is out of your control. My channel is a very, very big channel. The number of followers on the channel and the number of views on those videos mean absolutely nothing at all. Nothing. Zero. The only thing that matters is the content itself, is who you are and the content that you put out. That's the only thing that matters. However many views it gets, it's what it is. You can't control it. You can't do anything about it. That's a really, really huge reason why I'm so against YouTubers showing off their boring YouTube play buttons because it basically takes away from just the, or even just announcing how many followers that they have, even. It like takes away from just being a humble, well, no promises here. Okay. I'm not saying that I won't ever do this because I feel it gets in my heart to say that I will do it, but just to say that that is not very, very humble. That is making you look bigger and better and superior towards others. When you show your YouTube play button in your videos, you put on this image of superiority and legitimacy and adequacy over others, making them feel less than and making you feel bigger. I was listening to a video by Heather Ensworth, Power Over, showing your play button in your videos. Here's the basic fact about that. Power over. Power over. And that was a YouTuber that I named that I do follow that I was watching last night. So that was natural. I'm not going to apologize for that because that just came out and it is what it is. So she has over this amount of followers. And I'm wondering, what about my content isn't good? And I feel this unworthiness, this feeling of lack of validation, lack of security, because my content is not as popular and getting as many views as her content is getting. Isn't that sad? Isn't that isn't that sad that I have to feel the way that I do about videos? YouTuber that's been on there, content creator that's been on there for same way shorter amount of time that I have, um, has gotten over this amount of subscribers in just 2 years. And he is a very, very cute creator. Very, very charming, very, very handsome. Um, puts on this very picture perfect image of somebody cooking Sicilian food and cooking Italian food and making all these dishes and making all these recipes and doing that and showing this thing in the video. Showing this play button in the video in his videos, in every video. Wish I could take some things out of those people's house. Wish I could take them out of people's houses. Like it's almost like you have mushrooms in the air and they're like really, really good quality mushrooms, like really, really organic and really good mushrooms that you've had. And then when you put that play button up there and then you broadcast how popular you are, those mushrooms rot and they turn sour and they turn like worms get on them, dirt gets on them. They become very, very dirty, very nasty, not very, very good tasting, and they rot away. That's what happens when you show off your play buttons, is that you're just relatability and your humanity with being a human as well as other humans rots away because you make yourself superior by showing I have this and you do not. Like, just be human. Just show that you're human, like we all are human, that you're not superior to others. Wow, social media. Typical thing with social media. Comparison. Oh, why didn't I have this nice house? Why didn't I live this life with this, going to this hotel, this vacation? Why am I not eating this food? Why am I not with these people? Why am I not living this life? Like, this is a typical thing with social media. It's not anything new. I'm not like giving any new information here. And I may need time to process this on my own time. But, um, but I just feel like I can't, like, it's very, very hard to enjoy these videos from these very, very popular channels because they're more popular than I am. And so I get into this mindset where it's almost like I'm trying to defend my content by being very, very like, oh, my content is better. Oh, my content is the best. Um, and wanting to watch my content, wanting to give myself support and only watch my content and not anybody else's because there's this feeling of lack. And actually the video that I was watching from this person was about narcissism. And it was a really, really well done video, very, very deep video. And I highly recommend you go check out this video. And the video itself was very, very good. Where she was talking about developing narcissistic habit patterns and um being narcissistic because you do not feel worthy enough in yourself because you probably grew up in a home where the parent was so concerned with getting its own needs met because it was in a traumatized situation, it was hurt, and so the child has to provide for the parent and they have to eat, and the child is acknowledged for who they are, and the parent does not see them for who they are and love them for who they are. So then they try to defend themselves, um, a- and they try to be very, very, um, short and sharp to others, and they have a very, very egoic sense of their own identity, and they're not tapped into compassion, their soul, loving them for who they are. And so this video is not going to get as many views as that video. This video is not any less good than that video just because that other video got more views. That video could get 27 views, 38 views, and I'd still watch it and I'd still find it interesting. Like how I make my videos is I talk about it in such a way which I'm, really, really, if I have to be perfectly honest, professional, very, very well spoken, very, knowledgeable, and I'm only getting 20 views, 26 views, and I only have 213 subscribers. Guess what that means? Again, nothing at all. She was talking about narcissism and how, um, it's about healing ourselves and, um, and being very, very, it's about being self-aware. Like narcissists lack self-awareness because you don't want to be told to be self-aware by people if you've been traumatized or if you've been hurt or not taken care of but not had your emotional, mental, physical, mental needs met as a kid. Like self-awareness is really, really having a deep understanding of your behavior. And self-awareness is also linked to security. The truth of the matter is, narcissists have a very, very deep insecurity with themselves. They try to control others and they try to get their own way. It's like it's my way or the highway. And if you try to threaten me or attack me or anything like that, then I'll lash out or I'll just completely, like cut you out from my life or, whatever. I mean, this is what I was hearing from that video. So you don't want to become narcissistic with feeling insecure about the following that you have on social media with however many following, however much following that you have, you don't want to become so insecure about that, where it becomes, that you are, um, narcissistic about that and, doing everything you can to get it, then, feeling like, you're not a worthy enough person because you didn't have enough subscribers. Anyone who, puts any negative comment, you just are very, very defensive toward them, or, or you know, it's basically when you're a narcissist, you do not feel like you have enough. So if you're on a high and you know, um, if you feel great, you feel like your life is in a very, very good direction, and you feel like, wow, things are going really, really well, and wow, your life is, so good, and all of that. And if you were to talk about it like feeling secure within yourself and not like narcissistic and insecure, then that's fine. That's fine. But if it's coming from this insecure place of like, you know, I don't have enough because I don't have enough following, and then I still don't have enough following. You have to do the inner work to feel secure within yourself about what you are talking about, and what you are learning and what you are experiencing. Being secure within yourself, all very, very important things. Like being secure within yourself is all important here. All important. It's the only thing that matters here is processing things and doing the work to heal the wounds. Now, there may be people in your life who will help you to heal those wounds, and there may not be people. It is important for you to look at the signs that come from the outside and your intuition that tells you maybe I should pay more attention. Maybe I should be more self-aware. Maybe I should work on myself and become more centered within myself. You can journal, you can meditate, you can do talk therapy, you can do all these things, where you are feeling more secure about yourself through that process. And over time, you will heal the narcissistic qualities. Trust me on this. That if you do the work well, like it's a deep wound, it's a very, very deep, thick wound that you have, and it takes some time to heal it. It's not just a quick fix, although it can be depending upon how serious it is. Healing the wound of narcissism does take time. And so this relates to this because when you feel secure enough within yourself, the following does not matter anymore. And I actually want to do the work to feel secure within myself. You know, like that is the truth. Um, and there's just this feeling like I put so much value into the content, but it's not getting hardly any views. That's the feeling that I've been feeling for quite a long time now. So this has been helpful for me to do this video and to talk about this, and helps to talk to process things. This is a rolling podcast. This is where I do this stuff. This is where I have thoughts and I talk about them to process them and do all this. So yeah, does it make any difference if she had 38 followers or 100 followers? The content would be the same, however she wanted to make it. wouldn't matter. It just happens to get more viewership. That's all it is. It's just numbers and just people viewing your video. Doesn't mean that you're any less than or any more than what the video is. It's sad that I have to get into this mindset, and it's sad that I have to feel this way, and it's sad that we all have to get into this mindset on social media, or a lot of us have to get into this mindset. So that is what I want to say about this in this sort of contemplation. These videos are often contemplation videos. A lot of these will be contemplations, and all the contemplations that I do will be in this podcast. So, thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next episode of the Real Me podcast. Well, I feel like I should end this properly. I just want to remind you that if you're a channel, if you're a creator, you are worthy no matter how many followers you have. The following doesn't define you. So that's what I want to say. Um, so I wouldn't get too caught up in what viewers think or how many views you get or how many subscribers that you get. Just be as happy and satisfied and secure within yourself as you can be with what you have already. It's good to have, it's fine to have aspirations and wants and desires and dreams or whatever. But do it in a way where you're feeling secure about yourself and not incompletely, I'm not enough, I don't have enough, I'm inadequate, I'm not, I'm not, you know, I'm not enough, I'm not as popular, I'm not as this, I'm not as that. Like we can get into that mindset. So that's really all that I wanted to share on this video that I just felt like I wanted to talk about. So anyway, and then the other thing really was the other thing that I wanted to discuss. Okay, well, lifetime I've gotten a comment from a viewer saying, "Holy moly, let's see what video it is under." Oh well. Um, so I wanted to hypothetically respond. Okay, any person that tells you how to live your life. Like you must follow these certain principles, or you must act on your act on guidance that you get, or respect your guides. If you're not following this card, if you're not following this um advice or whatever, if you're not doing this, then you're not good enough, then you're not, respecting your guides and not being respectful. Like there was a video that I was seeing where she was like saying, like if you don't act on the information in the oracle cards that you get, um, then that's disrespectful. And that's what, like, no, you don't know me, and you can't really tell me um, that because spirituality is really you choose spirituality for yourself. You choose the spiritual path that you want to go down. That's not defined by others and what they tell you that they want you to do Um, and it does not uh define what you do is what others say for you to do. Um, really comes down to um what does it come down to exactly? Um, it's very, very limiting to live in that kind of way where you are just following along with the car that you're getting in. It's like it's just suggestions, just for your consideration. You don't have to act on any of it if you don't want to. Just consider it. Just be open to it. Just be curious. It's hard to be curious if you expect yourself to follow it. Like when it comes to my 12 sign videos or my 12 sign readings, um, I will not expect myself to, overthink it and to I'll allow myself to think whatever I want to think. And if I do overthink it, then I'll allow myself to do that. And I won't, wade into the guilt of that too much. But point is, I won't expect myself to do it. Like whenever when I do those videos, you don't have to follow any of it if you don't want to. Just be open to new information. Just be open to considering it. So, thought that I just throw that in there at the very, very end, just as a other thought that I had. Anyway, this has been long enough. I am tired. I want to get off now, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Real Me podcast. Take good care.